This is Wan Pot Show with Triple A on Sierra Network Radio.
This na fantasy series, the Wan Pot Show with Triple A. Get at the pande, make we all can pull the Wan Pot na Sierra Network Radio with Triple A.
You're listening to Triple A on Sierra Network Radio.
Sierra Network Radio, all day, every day.
Yes, we don't tire. Ustem better go come for salon. We can start the program proper. Without wasting any time. Today we deal with things them way they trend now social media. The first one way I they bring come inside. We reporter na Sierra Leone we get opportunity for catch up with the man himself. We then few days here in name be the rally around on social media we not to any other person but KKY. We all know what thing happen. He be get for give up in aspiration we get for lead the SLPP for stand as a flag bearer for the next election. He be give him up and he be make a press conference na salon and we be send somebody there, we be catch up with him and this now waiting he be get for say.
Sierra Network Radio. I like to talk to the diaspora people because now they know they are going to get for listening to this program. Like we want for know at least you say you get many reasons they why make you suspend your aspiration for the flag bearership. You normally from I like 2 for them so they go able to say that this reason make doctor suspending flag bearership aspiration.
Diaspora una no say before I can salon I go round. Yeah. I go round the major centers where diaspora are there. I know waiting and tell me. Make I tell you something. The diasporans they may say can't form new party. Before you left UNO don't form movement then for you. I can't salon. The movement say form new party. I say no, I know they don't. I did SLPP Tego. You understand? So for the diaspora, where I consult them back from February to now, I they consult the diaspora. Una go look, una go see town hall meeting and one do na UK and other places. America, I know they take this now, they reach themselves. You understand? Then tell me, say, doctor, what you they wait for? This party you don't try, you did day, then they curse, then they beat every day, then they go against court decision. Then say, what you they wait for? I say there is still hope, say we can change the party. I they still hope, say we big man them. Go bring we together, say the party and the country matter, not to individual. So me no say today the diaspora, when they hear this, then they dance. And I want let them know something. Let nobody know scared away. Because some people believe in this country say, then when we money from diaspora, and now we they feed beaucoup people then the money they will they send. Now we they pay school fee in hospital. Then when we money, but they not one we ideas. And one of the example we me one set for diaspora and people in a salon, say something and then you get for take hard decision. Even if you say something, this is not going to benefit me, but it will benefit the people. I've been telling, I say we will change the narrative of politics. I want to let people say, hey, this man we don't fight for be flag bearer, and I don't come on. So yes, he all right for doing. Let people not feel say flag bearer na life and death business. I want let youth man and diaspora and salon people understand say, but look, sometimes and then you can left them in and you still fight for change, and to God will they continue for fight for change. Diaspora una ready. We need una with avoid one party state now because the political party is not a function.
One last question we would like for now. Since that you don't suspend the flag bearership now, but still you get for the participate by SLPP functions then?
Well, I go tell una say for now, Sunday question here we will answer there properly in a few weeks. For now, I don't suspend me bid for flag bearer. Now I dey work aggressively. Saturday self I dey meeting on coalition meetings. Now I dey do that one day self aggressively. I dey go around this country for sensitize the youth. I get big event on the 19th already on education for the youth. So me campaign and now they wake up. This na the kind of Yom Kela way people know na the world. Not to kind of Yom Kela way alternate the cosa enough for going to party office, then they burn imposter there. Not to that we use. We use for mobilize youth and to God. Now we can mobilize the youth for let them know say salon for better and go much better by God in grace.
Thank you.
Yes, that na be Dr. Kande Yumkela. The time way he be giving announcement say he left SLPP. or it is suspend the aspiration we get for lead SLPP na the next election. We be send we reporter day, and I be catch up with him and a dandy. We hear waiting he say. I dey open the phone line now. If you want for take part in the program, you get the opportunity for call. The number for call na 646-610-3107. The number again na 646-610-3107. If na United States number and the country code na 001. And we get that one of the things that will be the trend na social media few days ago. And we all waiting the doctor tell we and waiting it they move on with now. Last week it be the United States where you go do different town hall meeting them, and even this past week it be the salon where you conduct some wake up call for the youth them where then a salon. So like I said, the phone line is open because I come again, I go into another topic, but we don't deal with the Kande Yumkela. This time waiting in talk to Sierra Network Radio directly. And if you get anything you want to talk on that issue there, the line open and we dey go to another topic back. So we get with first caller. Yes, caller, waiting on your name and who's you they call from?
I'm named Paul Mark and I come from Ghana. I mean at the north.
Yes, Paul Mark from Ghana. Waiting on your own contribution, sir.
Well, I listened to Dr. Kande, and one thing where one insect talker, he say one thing about the parties that they do in the salon now. They all they do, but they don't reach to a time, they're all polluted. So if you don't realize, there's one thing that he said that it will make a change, even when to politicians. I like that. And people that still other thing I also realized from in topic or in speech. For being a leader, I think that thing way from God. You don't have to force it. You don't have to force it. So that may only encourage your word to run. If you want to be a politician, don't realize that the people that don't begin for do that. Let relax. Time day, still get life. They still get time for rule. So let God help out. That's all I have to say to him.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul Mark from Ghana.
Thank you.
One with a faith that wisdom inspires. One with a sea that never.
Yes, as we talk, we get another caller. We missing call, but keep calling and we go bring on air as we continue. Definitely, a few weeks back, another thing we trending. These are all things that we based on Sierra Network Facebook page. Please, if you not ever follow we, go on Facebook, search for Sierra Network, and you go see Sierra Network Facebook page. One day last week, the Minister of Information, Mohamed Bangura, within a Radio Democracy 98.1. Yes, we don't get another caller. Yes, caller, you did live on air. Waiting on your name and who's you they call from? Waiting on your own contribution.
That man then I'm going to offend that first. Because I mean, the only man and the only experience and for right now say, "Wow, see, look charismatic, small, and look the talk within people in 1 year is small." You know what I mean? And you know, now the only man anyway, as he say, I look they get small, not 100% trust, small trust on them, because only one the way they stand as experience for now for me inside salon, and the same thing no more get for board. But I'm away that they see a look. know what I mean, I look they get faith in a little bit. SLPP, you know, to the party. Now man from the time when they try for go for any aspirant, and man say, well, no, me not be one line here, any one parent two party. Let's just go as a independent candidate and form your party and make your own way in court. Because I'm my way, I didn't say, you know what I mean, I'm my way get for win if he make me waiting and calling right so on, I'm my way get for win because as to what they say, to what he try for do, you know what I mean, a man will get little faith on. Let's just keep on, you know what I mean, let's not even go near that party day himself. Because, you know, that party day be just one destroying image. I mean, I'm your contribution.
Thank you very much, Abubakar from West Virginia.
So that is on the valleys will re-echo.
Yes, as I be the talk just now before we get Abubakar, and one day last week, the Minister of Information, Mohamed Bangura, and the leader of ADP, MKM, Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare, they all two be there at 98.1. Then they try for talk about the health sector in Sierra Leone. So as this discussion be go on, Mabel Kaba, when I be part of the journalist na 98.1, begin for ask Mohamed Bangura say if he not believe the health system na Salone, na he make in wealth go born na America. Listen to wetin Mohamed Bangura answer say.
Why you not make a born here?
Make I say this, Ahmed. Make I say this, Mabel. Who's Salonian? This is not for health reasons. It's not for health reasons. It not be sick, not brutal. Who's Salonian we get light in this country? We really not go want in own picking way a bomb. If you get the opportunity, you know, get to do a citizenship of either Britain or America, where the facility in the United States of America, when you are a citizen, is much, much far better than being a citizen in Sierra Leone in terms of facility.
You not to trust the system, make you send and go for go born another person.
It is not about health reason. It go beyond the health reasons. It's about providing an opportunity for the Pekin A, forget an American citizenship, where we get access to a lot of things. It is not about health. But I want to tell you, say, Mabel, hundreds and thousands of Bele women, they born safely. Now this country, that's not to say some they not go die. That's not to say some will die.
They get the highest death rates in the world. Now the worst place in Salon, according to reports them, for born picking, for being mama, according to reports them. And then the field care safe able for change up till now.
You know some of the challenges we face in the healthcare and why some of this still be. Somebody may be pregnant. Some people stay home. They take care of themselves. While pregnancy, from a 3-month period, if you start for see doctor.
But even though I know the goals.
No, wait my answer you for start for see doctor. They monitor the pregnancy. Some goes to hospital when they get complication. Some go to paper doctor, just small unqualified practitioners when they get pregnancy. When they get complication, that's the time that they run to the hospital for treatment. Then most of it can become so difficult to save life.
Right. Quickly before we go for the break, the health budget 15%. Government will make commitment say the annual budget 50% of offer for go to health, but up to now we not see that happen.
Ahmed, we can't talk about education this now. We get to talk about infrastructure. The difficulties you are facing as a country is the meager resources.
But I'm not saying meager resources now. You don't make commitment say 15% of and they go to health.
That was a projection and a commitment that we made, not foreseeing the difficulties. A drop in iron ore. Who's how they get to the resources?
Minister,
the Ebola comes in.
Not to the amount. Now almost just if now 1 billion at the budget, 50% of them for go to health. No, I like now 500,000, 50%. Now that's not the commitment the government make.
We don't put a lot of resources in there.
So almost 1 person they get per health.
I cannot precisely give you the statistics as to how much 1 person they get per health. I'll give you a holistic look at the health sector to where we are now. Right. I don't take you through about hospitals. I will take you through about how much nurses them who don't train, recruits, hire. I will take you through how many doctors them that we have now. We get amount of a decent salary compared to trade, and that's all we get to
because
us.
You say health expenses. I make about almost government invest for one salon Sierra Leonean, in terms of health. But we'll come back to you.
So that the hills and the valleys will re-echo our cry.
Yes, now so team go. I believe say Yusuf don't listen. Waiting na the minister in response. The phone line still open. The number for call na 646-610-3107. Today we deal with trending issues on social media. This topic we just place on now where the minister talk about and where go born America, not because of health reason, but now because America get a lot for offer than Sierra Leone. Be something will be trend our Facebook page. The phone line still open. 646-610-3107. The country code na 001.
That wisdom and spice, one winter sea that never dies.
We call again. Yes, Abubakar, go ahead, sir.
Well, this is a clear proof. Say, an Escoman government, I feel government. You know what I mean? This. No excuse, no different again. The Minister of Information, I clear proof to the nation, which all you debate the way you don't go sit down, you don't talk, we don't listen to her. Like me, I don't listen to her from AYV, TK 98.1. Then guy there, I rip off another country. Then guy there, they don't rip the country to the last. Now, I clear proof say since when an Escoma take government, no development, not be the goal. Then guy there, they be just they use the country as their own personal investment. Use the country as their own business ground where they do their own all kind of shit where they want to do. You know what I mean? This is like clear proof. This and he still keep that Minister of Information there with all the rubbish the way they don't go and talk, all side where they don't put it down for let talk. You know what I mean? President still keep up, still move with him. This is like clear proof, but no more. All the same, now 9 months and no more now. You know what I mean? Sierra Leoneans, this is like clear proof for them. This is like clear picture. You know what I mean? If who that get sense, who that understand, who that they hear, who that know, waiting they go on. We self way then I get for contribute and get for talk to the people the way they don't register, we get voter ID card, we sensitize them against things the way they go on, because even we where they affect we, because if you pull in $50 or $100 they send them for posting and I know they get satisfied, or they need to do it at the right way you want to do it them. You know go blame you know go blame nobody. You say get for blame yourself because where they contribute a great they contribute 100% to lots down yonder. You know what I mean? So anything way you tell person yonder you always get a lot of way for help that country day. Than you go, they say you go do this, you go do that. No, them people I don't take that country. They say now their own country where they do business. You know what I mean? Where someone can inside there, you don't can get a small thing, you don't get a small certificate. You don't they? Where go do all kind, go misbehave, all kind misbehave, forget making your hustle. They don't take government business na salon say na hustle, na hustling. So anybody all kind jack and Jill. We the people and we get for put stop to that. We the Sierra Leoneans and home and abroad. And we get for put stop to that to them people they have. This guy where they talk so a guy we not even done school. A guy we not even done university. But yet still, nine this Anashkoma take the parade all kind ministry, the total from one ministry to another. You know what I mean? Because of chain work, because of this, because of that. But the only thing, this is a clear proof. You know what I mean? He said this government don't fail and the school don't fail. They then people and just come to this country and reach themselves, get what they want to get to themselves. See what I wouldn't the guy they talk. That means we continue and nothing. We continue mean anything to him. He just did there for making your way. Now he did there for. You know what I mean? If even yourself you get the facility for let human can born or oversee, not to where you go voice them out to the public. As a Minister of Information, you don't get access there. If you get the opportunity, get other way the way they slide the talk. Where you able to talk, say, no, that woman is a citizen at that side, now they feel for labor. They get where the way you go slide down, but you know, go put You know, go put into the minds of the people, and the minds of the people, and they bleed. You still they bleed them back. They go to they show clear proof say the health sector not good. So una just affect the people and say free health care, free disease. That nothing no they go on. Una just go put the structures and they without nothing. You know, it really pathetic. It really depends some of we whether they decide their own thing and they go down well with we. But me at the least throughout waiting they go. They really sorry. Then people are they really know what they do and they do them. You know what I mean? Then just all of them and let's come in one whole crew where they don't they all of them not salon not the investments. Not the investment, they don't invest on the money then they put back. You know what I mean? Come to this show road. See show road where they go put. You know, all them proof they are. The show. See, I don't and them. This is high time for low wake up. This is high time. The one the way they don't need. Some of we not get the power for low go vote don't they? But the one the way they don't do it, we all the votes in their hand. That voting at the life like what say. It left to them. The decision is left to them. If they want go into another 10 years suffering back, this is up to them. Like we don't count on slave now that my country. We there with the work. They pay tax inside people in country for waiting for the live, they pay for everything. That way they don't they. At least we not a slave now, but at least we life better. Better because at least we they pay, but we don't know what we pay for, and we get the right and we get the facility. So it's the Sierra Leoneans and the one the way they don't they. It's high time for them for change. I mean, contribution.
Okay, Abubakar. Thank you very much.
Blessing and peace I say will be ever thine. Oh, and that we love.
Yes, the phone line still open. The number is 646-610-3107. The country code is 001-646-610-3107. Yes, now so we go welcome with panelist Aroun Rashid, one of the panelists them. Yes, Aroun Rashid, welcome on board, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ibrahim.
Yes, we don't start the program proper, and I believe so you don't follow up. So let me bring you in on waiting the Minister of Information talk about coming to America and in web. So what's in your contribution on that, sir?
You know, interesting for you Minister of Government. I mean, this is not just an ordinary citizen. A Minister of Government say the reason to make him bring the web for carbon America, you know, learn about Australia because plenty of opportunities in Australia. In other words, what is it? We have to say, you know, me not just minister in Sierra Leone, but Sierra Leone not to any good place for this. Sierra Leone not good for let me work born day, you know. Even though sometimes they're born in Sierra Leone now, Sierra Leone not a good place at all. You know, if he boss see this interview with Grant, I tell you, person take the I don't know for some reason, Mohammed will get sacked in the very near future because it just disgraced the government. I mean, what Mohammed do, he helped the cause of the opponent. People them the one the way I mean believe say APC not live up to standard, not live up to expectation. Mohammed just confirm with him. Then they say that the government not they do well. The government not make Sierra Leone a place worthy of the woman for born. So we ain't get money for bringing away camp for Cambodia, America, you know. So that make it do that. It just make it. If for fine for the people in Africa, Sierra Leone, not just with Sierra Leone, you read this interview. I mean, sometimes make you feel bad. I mean, when you get go, I wonder how this guy come out who they make a minister. I wonder whose government will make this guy a minister.
He come out, you know,
Canada. He's not a politician, then they lie.
Now Canada, he come out.
I mean, he not able to hide the failure of your own government. That is just being calm. If we find for let people in Sierra Leone, you waiting the Minister of Information to say, but Bele woman in Sierra Leone, that the Sierra Leone not good for them, for let them bond them picking in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone well up to standard for Bele woman. Now that is telling. Now they are going to stop so far.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. And when you be the talk, you say you want the outside come out. I don't know if you not be hearing me, but na Canada it be come out before you go salon and where you go open your own party. So now somebody from the diaspora. Okay. Yes, we tell Aroun Rashid plenty thank you for that in contribution there. And I can play another audio where Mohamed Bangura on the same particular interview, they ask him, say, why the president they go Germany for go do medical where Sierra Leone dey. Why? Okay, listen to what he say.
Don't listen to wetin Kamaremba don't say. We definitely, as we look at completely different from wetin you don't say earlier. According to Mr. Mansare, one thing where he highlights that if we didn't get facility then at the country, even the president for the get a medical na salon and enough for the fly go other country for medical. What do you think?
Maybe let me tell you this. I will not allow this discussion to center around President Kuroma. Because I said earlier on, the people are going to vote from our policies as political parties and the resume of our government. So whatever you talk about President Kuroma, I will not be tempted I even respond on that side. But I'll tell you basically how life they operate. The president going to Germany for medical checkup is not a strange thing at the world. Apart from countries like maybe Great Britain, Germany itself, or highly developed countries, many citizens of various countries can go out for medical checkup in other countries. Depending who say get a doctor. Some goes to Israel. Who say get kidney experts, perhaps a believer. Nigeria president goes to Ghana and London, UK for treatment. Not to even begin that. That's how it has been. That's not to say they not get facility in Nigeria.
But
coming up,
the Nigerians, they criticize.
Of course, they have the right to criticize. The same thing again. Ahmed, not to me use that this studio gets alone. The ordinary people that would listen with no say if you go to Connaught now.
So
if you go to Connaught now,
not get money for travel.
If you go to well, that's why I tell you, see, we don't provide the facility from our own level.
But the one that we can afford for go out, no, they go there, not even to.
Ahmed, do you also know what they call health insurance in other countries? Ahmed, the America, at the Canada, to access high-profile health opportunities from sick than they, you have to have a coverage, a health coverage. Health is very expensive all over the world. But may I narrow down to what they happy to win as alone. You know, the ordinary people who they listen with, no see when you go to Connaught now, it's not the Connaught yesterday. You'll be treated. You'll be treated for malaria, you'll be treated for bad issues, you'll be treated for everything apart from major services that if we cannot provide.
Why they're not for day?
Why not for day? I'll give you this, Ahmed. A country is not built in a day. My brother talked about Omolangi leadership. You start somewhere. I bring you this now from President Kaba's days to Usa left, to Usa Ucheka. It's a gradual process. Ghana, as we are today, as it is today, was used to call Ghana must go. At now, 4 presidents then after Rawlings, we don't make Ghana to Usa today. After our civil war, we get our President Kaba. The second president that we have is President Kuroma. By the time you get to 5 presidents, we can sit down and perhaps make a serious assessment.
Then people
as to I just give you the basic analogy of life.
With blessing and peace will be ever thine. Oh, land that you know, our Sierra Leone.
Yes, Aroun, you don't listen to the conversation. Waiting at your contributions, sir.
Yeah, why you laugh? I just think of the people of Sierra Leone. You know, when I go there, this interview, and it's good when I fit on there, I tell the journalists we do, I'm thinking, not who talk say other heads of state them particularly in Africa, to go out, including we also my other statement, you know. But it comes for boil down to the very same thing. Because you know what? Just like how we say, you know, Connaught Hospital or also hospital they don't make, you know, I mean, that not for the citizens of Sierra Leone. They don't like no very important. The people that they don't like very important and they will go Germany, you know, and they for go, and they for fly because they get money. And they picking them for, and they work for Cambon abroad because they get money. Because the people there of Sierra Leone, the ordinary people, they really listen to them, you know, oh, Connaught is good for now, you know, them hospital they will get, they're good for now. You know, it shows, say, I mean, show the standard, say, we health system not good. Enough stay up to standard, 9. We see, I mean, now like you cook, yes, you cook food, but you know, eat the food, instead you go buy food outside, you know, you say, oh, me by them or them picking them to eat this food. Now, because you don't believe in the food where you cook, that's not the thing. That they answer the question, you know. I can remember even Siaka Stevens will go China as well, you know, because, you know, we not get the standard, we're not able to get the kind of standard where we certainly believe in as a government, where the government believe in. But if the government believe in the health sector, this health standard we get in the country, it will show people and say, I think Siaka coming to my guy, even though we, you know, Sierra Leone just gained independence in those days. I think now, of course, we're not going to go out to. So I'm not too sure. I don't know the history much, but so for people they tell me say, you know, now my way select for food, say waiting and get at home is good, you know. So now that's the answer. Now that you tell me, we have to get hospital then maybe hospital by a hospital just in name. We get substandard hospital. You know, it tell me something also. It remind me something. If you ever read Animal Farm, remember all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. You know, all animals them for sleep na straw, but other animals them for the sleep na bed because they get for think. You know, some animals when they sick they get for go Germany, but other animals they get for line up in a Connaught Hospital for whatever is there. That is the Connaught Hospital. It's able to accommodate them all. That's what it is, you know. That like class society, that, you know, where we get everything, but you know, this one not for real standard, not for the politicians and standard. These politicians and they have to spend so much money and go out, you know. We have the citizens that will have to go line up or will wait to get clinic or whatever. Now that to tell me, you know. So if I will reach there, I'll stop so far.
Yes, when I did talk for bringing you in, I be the smile and I be the laugh, because the aspect we I be the talk about we talk about 5 presidents. Say we forget 5 presidents before we go begin raise issues na salon, and not forgetting how many terms them president and they don't run for na the country. So yes, and if we based on the terms where the president and they run for, I believe say we for able for bring out development they come now country. It depends on how the people them accept the development. It depends on how the government try for penetrate the development to the people. When they talk about the slow pace way Ghana come to up to 5 presidents, then we just get 2 after the war, then we just want for come begin the blue vuvuzela, the talk say this and that against this present government. But make we take a look at it again, waiting this present government don't get us an aid, and waiting the debt level of the present government or Sierra Leone in general don't try for accumulate. Because looking back, so last year, we don't accumulate $1 billion in debt. Now, the government don't accumulate as a whole. So, if you don't trust that kind of money, also you feel say we go in the next 5, 6 presidents, because that's a lot of money we're talking about here. So, I believe say there's some aspect that we will need for the look before we just they just put and compare to other people. I don't know what you think about this side.
Well, you know, hello, you hear me? don't forgive excuses. We always compare. You know, oh, not for compare we in Ghana, not for compare we in America. You know, because America better off. Ghana, they don't get war instantly. You know, yeah. But when it comes for tell we say they don't do something, they want to make them comparison. It don't make sense at all. Because just like how you say, with all the debt we would or accumulate, with all every government we can, you know, for there's reference and separate government members that they make, you know, now a way for excuse, for give an excuse. Oh, that government now this country, that government now that country, that government will be there before we. Like you there in authority, what you do, that you will look up to. Not to what you not pass, but you compare what you be not pass with failures, where you think say be not pass compared to your failure, because not to success you compare. That's not the problem. No, not because it's simple, because there is no answer to the question where people in the real the issues the way they are hand. That's not the problem.
Thank you very much, Aroun. I can play another clip where we all know what happened not too far, 2 days ago. The home base players them from Sierra Leone, Leone Stars, they go Guinea for go Senegal. They don't left Lungue Airport, go direct Senegal, then travel by road. According to the pictures and with the social media, I make I say today now waiting the trend on social media, now how they deal with on the show. Waiting the trend on social media now they talk about. If you do on social media, definitely you go see them. If you know they on social media, go to blog.snradio.net. You go see all waiting with the talk about today. Now we they come to the football side, sport. And for let them left go Senegal, they no go direct. Then say then take motorcar and the motorcar then take. Now then Peugeot them according to the pictures they will see. Now then Peugeot them. Then from there, yeah, we get another person we don't join with, but let we just finish with this particular sport side. Then we go bring in the person. From we they talk about sport right now. From there, then take flight na Guinea for go Senegal. But within something happen na Guinea. Then say they reach there the entire. Some man say from the Ministry of Sport, then say na nap the people and the nap na gone. Not to say na strand and strand, but na gone. They miss the flight. If you miss the flight get time. Flight they take off 9 o'clock. So if you know say 9 o'clock don't pass, why you go to the airport? If you know say 9 o'clock don't pass, you know say you go don't miss your flight. What you go do? Now for find the nearest hotel and go there. You no need for go to the airport again. Because waiting do flights and time they deal with. Now this na me don't take on this. But let we listen waiting the director of sport, now the Ministry of Sport, what he say, what in the director say. Let we bring the director now, let him can tell we what really happened according to him.
The first issue they look at inside the program this morning at Osai, if people on the follow social media, we see different photos then where they claim that Leone Stars player them waste strand na Guinea. Well, for confirm whether this not true or not, really democracy, Musa Kamara, then go interview the director of sports na the Ministry of Sports.
What exactly happened is the team left now and for travel for go Dakar for go play the African Nation qualifier, that CHAN, which is now the home base event. Unfortunately, they missed the flight, so during the time where they're all in at the airport, you know, because of the long distance where they can get for take a nap.
Why Conakry not telling?
You get to understand, say Sierra Leone they play on Saturday and we get a mid-view flight to the left on Tuesday, and part of the reciprocal arrangement with the Senegalese side was therefore Austria for 5 days, and then we will finally come into an agreement because the flight they left here Tuesday and Saturday, and we play on Saturday. We get other flight where they left on Thursday, but then they reach on Friday, so it will be good. So the ministry and the council decide say let them left on Wednesday so that they go able for train and test body pitch on Thursday and Friday.
Okay, when we look at
players traveling on road. Okay, we don't see an example. We say a national team don't come under attack for the kind of bad thing there. For take the national team, let them travel by road, you not feel seeing a risk?
Well, I mean, no, look, I'm on two-way. The circumstances we cause for let them travel by road, and I let we look at say this is not the first time the team travel by road. In the sense that the time that we played Gabon last year, the Sierra Leone team traveled by road to Conakry, and it was a smooth journey. And they therefore come back in about 48 hours, and they also travel by road, and Sierra Leone come and win. I mean, I don't see any excuse about that.
They say the pictures and wouldn't be shown at the airport, not to say EB.
Well, I mean, the mixed feelings out there. People then say, nah, the South wouldn't sleep. That was my understanding about these social media things, that the player then get stranded and they don't get hotel for sleep, but that's completely fabricated, and that's not lie. Now it's smear for bring the ministry down and for bring the government down, and that's completely out of order. And me to tell you, say the team, each and every one of them, way then at the delegation, then be there at a proper hotel, and also then train on Thursday at the Guinea Stadium, and now they don't left, then they inside Dakar.
So why the picture show some players then they're not gone, waiting the lead to that, some they don't not gone and all these kind of things?
But again, you don't see other pictures there where they show where they at the hotels, where they at the pool, or where they swim. This is two sides of the story.
Somebody would out there argue say now we pressure on the social media and all kind of bad thing make the ministry or the SLFA think say no take them at the airport, no go with them, they out there.
Well, I mean, let me tell you something. If you say now just something where the ministry or maybe the SLFA come and try for contrive, I'll tell you say that is not true. What exactly happened was, according to my sources, that then at the airport during the time where they try for see if they can reschedule but then flight, and then they try to get another flight to Cote d'Ivoire Air. Unfortunately, they're not able to get into that flight because seat availability was not there. So waiting what they do was, some of the players then they were tired, and I mean, so some man decides, so let me take a nap. So during that time, people in a way bent on bringing this government down and try to bring the ministry down, take them as an opportunity for start taking pictures.
You do say they're all waiting on social media, not so real things, and take into consideration, and pictures we speak 1,000 words.
Pictorial evidence is also can be looked at an AIC, because people can then try to do one or two things, and they say that is the case. I strongly believe to some extent, maybe they were there taking nap on the floor.
Why the nap on the floor, not in the hotel?
People can mismanage at a time. That has to be looked at when I mean they come. These are some of the questions that we need to ask. These are home-based players. Some of them maybe just decide, say, let me take a nap. You understand? This has never happened before, and I mean, I want to assure you, say, it will never happen again.
Whenever we stand, we should be singing thy praises, O native land. We should raise up our hearts.
Well, this now waiting we don't hear. I think I get a lot to say about this, because even the pictures them, where you look at the pictures the way they circulate, then get caseload of water per case, where now like 2 bundle water. So and then they fly with an airplane. So definitely they spend a lot of hours on that floor. So I don't know waiting this man they try for say, but anyway, make I bring Aroun. Aroun, yes, waiting are you take on this?
Abraham, I think say waiting the honestly I pity the director. He tried for cover this. I mean, but there's no way you could do this. I mean, pictures show. The pictures, if not picture not been there, you will say picture not been there, or you can manipulate through that. But the picture themselves tell the story. I mean, everybody see them. America all over. People then see them. I mean, for say, na fabrication. The fact that at the end of the statement, what he say? He say, they assure the interviewer that this will never happen again. If not been fabrication, why you assure somebody say it not go happen again? Now something where if not been lie, why you go say it not go happen again? Now, what is simply been for do now for say it's unfortunate that they missed their flight. You know, they stand for couple of hours or minutes. I mean, you can, you know, but say, oh, that's not fabrication. I mean, all them things can make people and feel, I mean, disappointed because the picture themselves tell the story. We can understand. I mean, for travel by road from Freetown to Conakry, sometimes it's kind of tedious, it's tasking. I will tell you something. This is not to the first time this they happen. There was a time, I think in the early 80s, Sierra Leone stars when they go play now Malawi. They invite them to go play the Malawi as a group of team African countries they would invite. It was the birthday or so celebration of Kamuzu Banda at the time, when I be head of state of Malawi. Then they supposed to go take KLM na Liberia. They went. This is not the time where St. Johnson they all been in at the team. I think Amadou Kagbo was the team manager. I don't remember again. When they reach na Liberia, you know, the traffic or whatever at the border, then get for hold up. Waiting Amadou Kagbo do, you know, that time they not be military man and Liberia soldiers them what they do at the border, them they block vehicle they not be the cross for going inside Liberia at a particular time. Amadou Kagbo went and talked to he and the other officials there. They went and talked to the border military people them. And well, fortunately, Amadou Kagbo na be soldier man and they didn't be able to understand. So then, course, they allowed them for course. They rush and reach Monrovia. The plane was on taxi. The plane was about to leave. Then get for hold that plane day. When they reach at the airport, then get for hold that plane for some time. You know, so the reference, the reason why I bring that, not to today this day happen, but for say on a fabrication, I mean the pictures and tell the story. I mean we see players them, they lead on with them green, white and blue tracksuit them all in thing and they for say they're not stranded, they're stranded. How long they're stranded? Maybe you can the dial from play on that. It'd be simply for come and say we saw it. It's unfortunate they missed their flight, not to their fault, not to we fault the transportation at the road or whatever it was. You know, so I mean for begin like say, oh, this not to so it be. I mean, what you wanna see, you know, that this kind of animal farm mentality. For tell wanna see, what you wanna see, that green wanna see, not to green, that pink. You know, then they all know they tell well. We have to be honest. I mean, what's happening? Well, they're not the try for cast blame on anybody. Yes, somebody must take responsibility somehow. But we stranded, we not get to your plane for let them play and they fly directly to Senegal side and they go. Until the time when they left, until money not be there enough for let them go left on time. All them things and they all waiting them for say we go try for see how we go work that in the future. Let them think they not happen again. It's unfortunate. If I reach that, I'll stop this so far.
All right, thank you very much, Aroun Rashid. Yes, make a bring in with other panelists. Yes, sir. You can come in now, sir.
Yeah, so me waiting and say I know you even go take on back to the Mohammed Bangura and Yon because that is a disgrace in itself. No, quite honestly, somebody we don't live in the West for represent a nation as in they do in the capacity of a Minister of Information. Even if not in backbench ministry they handle, for make it go on a public medium like that, they expressing sentiment to the kind lowest level way unexpected of a minister that I placed there. I don't know if I sympathize with them, but it be need for reprimand them to some level. But when they all eat at the same pot, so we don't know which thing will pass there. But anyhow, I'll come back to this, the current issue they talk. I mean, I'll take a controversial approach to this. Couple of things. This definitely the minister or the director of sports or SLAFA is just to cover up things. For piggyback on Aroun Rashid Deen point, they don't make proper arrangement than one. That is wide in the open. So we know that. Secondly, this is not the controversial one where they take. If at all the individual they will represent the team for go playing at Senegal, I don't know what's in them background. If na athletic discipline no more than get, then forget social discipline as well. They're not for good lidom. Now airport like that. Then a one.
Exactly.
Okay? Then the first part. You don't grab, you're not an ambassador for make the country rely on you. Say you go represent the country in an arena like that.
All over the country, all over the world. Oh.
Yes, you go this na world stage. If you come on any capacity, whether na Olympics or na football or if na volleyball or even if na badminton, if you go play. If na paper plane, if you go fly. If you say na the country they go represent, you forget the discipline, that the compulsion where you forget. You comport yourself, because if any newspaper, in the eyes of social media today, if na newspaper see you, na the country na they don't see. If na bad thing you do, na the country na don't do bad. So then individual in there, in as much as they sympathize with them for the kind of situation when they find themselves in, but that not to be a good sight for make them done at airport like that. If you want take nap, we all know, we all don't see how people in take nap na airport. You can sit down on the bench, go to your hand, if not take nap. So this is not the part where we don't agree with them. For the minister or the sports director, then a blatant lie. Then people there they get stranded. So the director make like that the people them then stranded. We don't know this, that they don't make proper arrangement for them in the first place. If they don't miss them, then for cordon parting at the airport stay. They can able to talk to the official in at the airport, but right, who provide small space for letting people there take nap. Or better yet, they will pay for them in a local hotel. Make them stop this thing here. Then sit down. If not any minister, all the minister will engage. If they able to task them $200, they able to pay for hotel fee for that team day. Almost team go, not to 200 people then go. If them plenty, they don't reach 40, we go na that game day. So if you pay for them per day, na hotel na Conakry, it's approximately $70 per day or per night. So all them 200 ministers they wouldn't get a saloon. With all waiting in the chief, they able pay for accommodation for accommodating people that really will represent the country. So this is a disgrace to all Sierra Leone and them abroad and saloon. So make whoever SLAFA official or sports minister or candidate can tell any dirty statement and lie. So they all need for answer. If they're not able to fire them, make themselves take the high road and recuse themselves from the responsibility we then charge them with. Make them just go home and go sit down and reflect on this. No can't try to make any excuse for this at all. This is not a disgrace. I'll stop short for now. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Yusuf from Atlanta. Yes, I'm at the beginning camp with sports reporter Daniel Oldfield, we can always give you the sport update. Yes, Daniel Oldfield, we see what's in the trend now concerning the home-based players. Them, what's in your take on this, sir?
I tell you, I thank you for coming to this program. And unfortunately for me, I get me trusted colleague, my boss, Aroun Rashid Deen. My own boss, Aroun Rashid Deen. We work and we elevate sports in the salon for several years. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous for waiting the said director of sports. They say, when they report sports at the end and they don't know that person, they no disrespect to her, will not be known. But I will go make them kind of vague excuses and it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the social media don't go viral with all them pictures and I see, then they go coerce about them. Absolutely, they go coerce about them for go make. I mean, when they call saying a lie, then they lie. No. Come on. Me, I don't travel with Leon Stars. I don't travel with several teams there out of saloon. I don't go to Leon Stars na Tunisia. I don't go, because I own self don't travel. So for they make them vague excuses and it don't make sense. But the bottom line is, now I can tell now, say Leon Stars don't lost, the home-based Leon Stars, then draw 1-1 at Salon, then just beat them at Senegal 3-1. So all this, how we go to travel with a team, when allow a team to go up and competition, not to friendly match, then go travel by bus or by taxi and waiting. That's nonsense. All the man and they're all a millionaire there. When I don't go pitching for the people and go, let them go. Where you go play, you go with one mind. I saw you for like a Tostao, Abubakar Tostao, where we don't play for Leon Stars and get big name. Then Amidou Karim, John Sama, Even the boy when the coach now, the main coach for Leon Stars, then go Panen canteen there. SLF get money. The Salon government get money. Everybody get money. Why they not go pitching? They go put the body and say then go miss their flight. Then they will have psychological problem. Come on. What are we saying here? I can tell now say I need to go pan mint. I can tell now say blatantly the minister lie. Then make one sarcastic comments at 98.1. Then the interview I go talk say na home base. So if na home base, so then for go by road, it doesn't matter. Now the green, white, and blue then they go support. Now the green, white, and blue flag then they go fly. If home based or come on, we don't travel with saloon team that we don't go. Come on, you know what? Let we just so then say I can piss me off. I go stop so far because I get respect to my colleague Aroun Rashid Deen. Even we call her just on Atlanta. I mean, let Aroun throw more on this time because I'm so glad for the first time I own the pan program. Let talk. I don't know what to do with the past the saloon. Now lie the lie, blatant lie.
All right, thank you very much, Daniel. Yes, Aroun, I don't know if you get with it. What thing go be you find? Okay, carry on, sir.
Yeah, I hear Daniel, and he's so right, and I mean it's so sad. Yusuf said Yusuf is sick. I mean it's so disappointing. And when I also you tell the reports results in a P1 we lose. I mean, in as much as it could be, you feel sad, and you're not gonna be surprised, because just like how Yusuf say, I mean that lack of discipline and everything. I mean, the Oldfield say psychological defeat where we don't experience the team. I mean, the team don't experience even before traveling from Guinea to Senegal. All them things they account for what happens. So we say self left for the win. I mean, we not to just go participate. No more for the participate. We want for see with team win. That's why we encourage the young ones. Them and government has the ability for make sure so that things are not happening. It's so unfortunate because the one that were they in charge, therefore make sure say they make proper arrangements, get the players them on time. If we know say, I mean a task, it will be very difficult from point 1 to point 2. That is from Freetown to Conakry. No, we don't left early. Let them don't left on time. With last minute arrangements, all them thing and it's saddening. We could deny a minister or a director would deny say, the social media lie, but not a social media lie. It's there. It's there and it could daily for a very long time because now picture tells the story. It's so unfortunate. I would just stop so far. I hope say in the future, I mean, we're not try for claims say we sabi or we know or anything, but I mean, if you don't take responsibility, saying that responsibility is for make them play then live up to the standard. You therefore do what and get for do for make them live up to standard. For left them let them strand. They strand no matter how long or how short the time is. They are stranded. Then they don't are gone. And as Yusuf say, and I so agree with them. I mean, the players them with say telephone camera they all side these days. I mean, for you don't have gone. Somebody see you, even if not to silent person, then go post them. It go all out. Then we see them, and all them thing and it's saddening. It's disappointing. So I mean, good that I get Daniel Oldfield with the report with sports also. Thank you very much. That I go end up with.
All right.
Okay. In fact, if I can come in,
go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Later on, so Tona don't know this. Even with colleague and Yusuf don't know this. Then people had to talk about concern for sports people. Can you imagine in 2015 at the end of for kick out Ebola, the female cricket national team then go na Banjul with me and Akemta. We interviewed the picking them live na this program. Then picking them, all girl picking them. The national team will go fly flag, green, white, and blue. The first international competition where now the ICC, International Cricket Council, they host the winner caller, then go win na Banjul. Guess what? They became travel by bus from Freetown to Banjul, and then travel and then go with all the hazard day, then go win na Banjul, then win gold, then beat Ghana, then beat Nigeria, one of the bag in West African cricket, then win, and the government took them the love and then come back by road. Can you imagine what they not appreciate themselves? Come on, what are we saying? People in the make room say football. Now they tell, even we college journalists can tell and say, not to football no more na sports na saloon. We got James Levy pan golf. We got cricketer. We got tennis players there. We get basketball players there. Me know they talk about me a sports reporter. Now all sports, all disciplines they talk of. Now they talk about Leon Stars, home based. So what about the other people then? Them people they don't go play cricket. The cricket association they suffer for even who represent Saloon. The government is saying that the minister they talk bonkums. That's nonsense. It's ridiculous, man. So what should they talk now? Then go do it back. That minister get the audacity to go talk to the home based player. Now home based players. So you don't get respect for the home based player. Una let do now what they call a 35-man delegation go so. So what they talk? Then what's thing again? I don't know if you got allow me work campaign sports proper for talk.
Yes, I want to make Daniel, hold on. Not go anywhere. We'll go just continue with the sport. But before that, I just want to bring Aroun, so Aroun go give final word for the day. But since we talk about this sport, Sierra Network, we Facebook page, we report on this particular issue. We share the pictures them and everything. And later, when the sport ministry put out the press release, we share them. Not knowing to say people them can't vex per Sierra Network because we share waiting the sport ministry say, because the sport ministry deny. Now then they blame, then they call Sierra Network saying a libele, then they blame Sierra Network say, then they blame Sierra Network say we don't begin take money from people them. But this is what I told them. I said, hey, we they report from both sides. We know, yes, we share the pictures. We tell una wait to see. But if the Slafa account with press release, you know, go tell me say enough for share them because na lie they lie. Then exactly. Yeah. But now people are going on social media. People and they go on social media, they talk say Sierra Network, we don't begin label, we don't begin take money, we they do this, we they do that. But hey, now the world where they live now, if Slafa give the press release, I go share them and I share the pictures and talk within the pictures they stand for. So I don't know why people and they go and misinterpret Sierra Network delicately. But I know it's Sierra Leone, they will soon pass away. Yes,
tell them listen now. Let them listen what they say now.
Yes, Aroun, your final word. Your final word, sir.
Yes, now regarding to what you just mentioned, say, when you day in the media and you balance, in other words, you be objective. People will criticize you, so that should not bother you. Should not bother Sierra Network. Listen, if like what we talk, what do we do exactly? What do we do? We get the picture that now one side of the story, for example. We get the pictures and they will get people in comments. Then what do we do as well? We also get the side of the sport division. We get the director for Kentucky on side. So you get for the balance. We not just talk say, oh, we see pictures and so the picture and say, Namek will get the director of sports for Len can't give you over. It left to the listener for like him making your judgment. We get listen, no matter what you feel say na the fact. If you get issue with pertain different parties, you get forget them parties then they for respond to it. Now that make we get SLSA or the sports ministry for come get the version. Not me say Sierra Network they take money from them. I mean people for understand that. It left to you where they listen for know for pick the two from the deceitful and lie with the inside it. So with that, that would be my final word.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, Yusuf, we still get you there?
Yeah, there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you go without you not talk but small but Mame Bangura on your own side. Then I'm not say you can't let but you go give you a final word. But please, before you go, let me rub more small about Mame Bangura on your own side.
No, Mame Bangura on your own. As you say, and so me have to stay one more and more. I bleed inside for in family and for Salon because this is beyond ignorance. This is beyond stupidity. This is beyond maturity. This is beyond anything we expect from, it falls far below outside the lame posting the goal. For somebody we did on a national platform day, and for somebody we claim say don't live in the diaspora, you know how things still work here. Your responsibility would in charge you with that for represent the government and the people of Salon to the best ability you can. I see one other interview where he even mentioned to one of the local TV stations in Salon there, where they explain say if waiting the people they expect. Whose family member go want for seeing family don't be minister and then at the end of the day go take poda. I see that interview there at the Maryland last week for the convention.
Yes, now interview we do na AYV. Na AYV then Good Morning program, that? Yes. Na interview we do there.
They've been so disgraceful as shut the stream off. I said, really? So waiting, you did beyond the people them? Where they take poda? Yes. If even then are the fact, not another public forum they if we talk Sunday. Then it continue for even say, well, they ask them, well, waiting at the salary waiting they make. And then say, well, he say, well, not to the salary at the connection they waiting they make as ministers, then they make them get waiting then get. Are you kidding me? So you salary not support. Waiting they say indirectly. I don't know if you're conscious of this or not. In salary within the game, not support in livelihood. Right. So if they go out, they go make connections. They go whatever connection they will make. So for make you go live in the kind house where they live, or for make any other possibly close to the president for live the way within they live. We talked this during the Ebola situation at Salon. Most of them ministers they drive Range Rovers. Very many of them from the president take handle. But Connaught Hospital not been get a functioning ambulance. Cottage not been get a functioning ambulance. All the other government run and operated hospitals still get a functioning ambulance. Where you get one single backbencher, we get 2 Mercedes-Benz, 1 Range Rover, and very many other auxiliary car where they use, and the government hospital where they serve the people them not get an ambulance where they function properly. Dande na it is grace. So today, Mohamed Bangura in cohort them, we they see pictures of the kind mansions they within the bill. Their monthly or annual salaries with even bonus, if they get, not able to support waiting they do in that country they for support or for justify the way within they live. It's clear that then they do waiting they do because they get the will for doing. The people they within they serve not able come and tell them. But you know what? The wake up points go reach. I know they wish for Salon any unrest. But if the Salon government gets sent, waiting happen at the Arab Springs, with the wish standing up happen at Salon. But if they say if you make the full man say you don't push, you don't adoration at the wall, if you retaliate, it will come out bad for you. But we know they wish that for happen. We just hope say no more with Salon people them. Come election day, then go vote them conscience, not so they have them go vote. Because this get for serve them right. If they choose the right people then for represent them, at the end of the day they will see them. And waiting the people then even need for do. Now they get social media, then they see how the rest of the world they live, then they see how the rest of the world do things. It is just a matter of them making the right choices then for choose the people that will represent them. You know, as I said, it's very, we don't number to the kind of things that really happen. This don't happen. They don't happen. They don't plant this seed for make them go say, eat. Yes, we understand that, but not down to the point that you they rob your country to the brink of $1 billion in debt, where you not get the even support mechanism for even try to pay them debt, and they pass on to picking the way they not even born yet. Now that country there. If they want the money with the non-thief, if even a waste and set, they don't. But why you be that greedy? Where you next door neighbor and they even eat? Oh, when they joke, they try to say some time so hard that people in the afraid for waking up morning. Because we wake look the time now, it's 9 o'clock. They not get thing for it. They say, no, eating, I they go the dorm. I will don't say, maybe we don't pass 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I not get much time. I go able to go hustle around and get thing for it. it's dangerously disappointing that we did cry out salon, but when we look, we see the people that we in power, how they act. It's disastrously dangerous. But election they come. Make them send the message to the people in that if you deny, we need to decentralize. Let State House not dictate what's happening to me now Wellington. Let me Wellington. People then dictate what's happening in Wellington, from schools to hospitals to community centers. Make it start grassroots. Not of go decorate street, of go paint street road, of go paint mural at the corner. This na me road. No, not doing that. Make the people and grab youth them, then get themselves together. Make them control how things they happen at the neighborhood. We want school for research. We want trade centers. Let them gather. If they gather themselves that way, they then ask for the support. State House and Parliament, now then go follow. But if they not do that, they not represent themselves well in the areas, make them not rely on Parliament or State House for doing. Charity begins at home. If they get themselves together, good schools, good roads, good hospitals, it will just take them better. And if you can't find this salon football issue, the director make it stop. The objectivity of Sierra Network, then position in posting the pictures, whether we will post them or not, then they out in the open. And for make people then come, they go lament, say, the station, they go label, then just lose sight of really waiting happen. Objectivity, not the main thing. You not get for suppress facts, you get for show out which you get. Because the station is not in favor of one party. It in at the middle. Waiting happen at the left, then bring and can at the middle. Waiting happen at the right, then bring and can to the middle. So everybody go see both sides. So waiting happen, let people then reassess the whole situation. Yes, they feel bad waiting happen, just like everybody else, but then get for feel glad that the station, they bring all the things and we they happen at the background, at the forefront, but bring Ankara in at the middle so all man will see and get informed. So then waiting I get that's my last one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yusuf. And
thank you, Yusuf.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you very much, Aroun. Yes, Naso na go left we. Thank you very much.